good day there, boys and girls. Beauty day up at camp. Too much of a beauty. Plus 30 up here today. It's too much for me, guys. You know, I think I'd take minus 30 over plus 30. You know, you can dress for that. But with this here, I don't know what to do about it. You just scorch it or... Hey, so Ramcharger revival part 2 there now, guys. You know, I got it all tore apart, all the units disassembled and stuff, and now it's time to start putting things back together. It's pretty late here, but I'm gonna get a chance to work on it. I'm super excited. Just gonna have a couple burgers here on the fire first, and we'll get right at her, guys. And guys, I can't even tell you how excited I am to have this old girl going again, driving. You know, well, you could always drive her the whole time I've had her. She's never been at that point, but driving her without third gear reverse, you know, screaming down the highway in second gear, well, kind of takes the fun away from that. Come over to the workshop here. I think I got everything tore apart, you know, and this is right where we left off in the last video. I got my rebuild kit here, clutches, everything. Yeah, for the guys that didn't watch, there's my problem. Front clutches were absolutely fried, which was good to see, what I expected kind of thing. See, I got some tools laid out here. All my parts are organized as they come off there. Transfer case come out of her, you know, everything. And that's rear planetary and stuff. And there's my pump over there and stuff. Got to repack the clutches, all this stuff. The rear clutch was, rear drum was all pretty good. All this stuff is good to go. And it's all sort of good here too. All my rear gears are fine. Like, I checked for play here in the planetary carriers and stuff. They all look good. Everything looks good back there. You don't really got to do anything back there at all. And I'm not going to piss around with anything here too long. Like, I'm not going to fuss and, you know, ooh, it's a little bit heat up here. Oh no, send her, boys. It's not even my daily driver. I just rip around with it sometimes. Got my seals and stuff, but I want to make sure, like, I want to know what I'm gonna do on the bushings, and I don't also know what all I got here for sealing rings and stuff. I definitely don't have them all, but I'll have to figure that out too. So I made up my mind on a couple things, but I was considering doing all these bushings, but like, I can't see anything wrong with them. Like, there's no bad scratches. They don't look wore too bad or heated up or nothing. They all look fine. Maybe it's not a bad idea to replace them, but that means money I gotta spend there on that front. Another thing is, like, they're so damn pretty good enough that any little bugger up, you know, if I didn't set them at quite the right depth, or if I scuffed them a touch on, or putting them in, or something like that, you know, then you're like, there's not much to gain there, is kind of what I find. So leave good enough alone. But I gotta start putting things together here. I'm not sure what all I need on out of my kit to use. Like, I want to use all these sealing rings, start putting them on and get them all used up and just start putting things back together. But I think I'm ready to put this drum back together. I'm gonna do that and you know, start packing some clutches in. I'm working on this. There's 2 seals. There's one on the inside of this and one on the piston itself. I was told this is a prick to get in there. I was able to get it in pretty good. I just heated, like, worked the seal with my hands and lubed her right up. She seemed to go pretty good, so that's right on. I got these springs set up exactly the way it came out. So I took a picture of that, so I was able to put the springs back exactly how they come. And we're gonna compress this here now. So this is the fun part, isn't it? Okay guys, so it has taken just a touch more finesse to get this to go back on than it was to take it off. There we go. She's in there now. Good. Yeah, glad to be done with that. No part of me ever enjoys compressing springs. This is never a fun experience, but she's good to go now, guys. So there, that's our front drum all set up. Just need some clutches to go in there now, guys. Okay boys, check it. I think I got the wrong clutches in there. Not that it matters. I got 4 of each. I counted. That's the one reason I kept them all, is to make sure I had them all counted and stuff. These ones measure more than these ones. Can't really do anything with the other ones because they're so buggered up, but I can measure these. I imagine the front ones are thicker anyway. See? 0.05, right? 0.06. Wonder, these ones, they probably swell because the other ones are dry. It's probably why I'm getting 0.06, is because they're with moisture. Okay. Now these ones, check this out. They're way, this is how it doesn't tell me how to, like this is nearly twice as thick of a, so that's gotta be the one I'm looking to put in the direct drum. It just makes sense, so. Okay, let's try this again. So we alternate and I need 3. With that there, and then I'm alternating, right? Who fucking knows, boys? Okay. This will make a lot more sense, I'm thinking. So that one, this one, and then this one. There's a big, and then a big plate here. So I'll have to go and I'll have to check what I'm trying to measure these clearances with multiple feeler gauges sticking her in there. Now I don't know what they are. It doesn't say in my book. It says refer to stock, whatever. So I gotta figure that. But hey guys, so this is awesome. I'm using up a lot of this shit, you know, just lessening my pile of things I gotta deal with. And I replaced the, what the fuck are they even called? They hook together. I got them lubed up too. This is the piston. I got clutches soaking over there. I want this, like, fuck if I've been scrubbing clutch material off everywhere. Look at that shit. It's good shit. This is the bottom. I'm trying to document this here. The lip goes that way on this one, and then there's one on here, and the lip also goes that way. So both face this bottom. Okay. So get them off. Gonna have to clean this shit up because she's gnarly. This little pick works so good. Take these out, but oh yeah, she's lovely. Lovely, lovely. It is there, that check ball is moving some, but this is lovely shit to clean out of there. Oh, I can hardly scrape it off myself. Like even the fast orange, you gotta go a few dosages. She's rowdy shit. Okay guys, so these have been soaking a minute here. And we're gonna put them back down here. And get all this done, and then I guess we'll be right done, and we'll also have our problem fixed at this point, because you know this is what was giving us grief. Got this all right, I'm quite sure of it. So this is the pressure plate. Okay, here's our snap ring. And she's good to go here. Make sure that's seated all the way. There she is, chooching. Ready to go. One piece we're done with, guys. Right on. Okay, so I'm really blasting because whoa. Can you imagine I put on the old seal? Lubricating the seals here and stuff just with some assembly lube. This here is wanting to go down, so there. So that's in there now. We want to really make sure they're in there good, because apparently this next part, it's a little tricky, so So now this piston is gonna go down here. And I heard this is kind of a little bit of a rascal to get this to go down here. So I wonder if I can get in here. This is my fingernail, and then also here. Yeah, I see how this could be a rascal. Oh, I'm moving the wrong pieces now. I'm just gonna try and lower that lip, get that lip started around here. Ah, gotcha. Got her done, boys. Not too bad. I just gently, I picked up a couple things there. Fuck, sorry my headlight. I realized now it fucking turned itself on. I thought I was a real daft prick with my headlight on all the time. Turns itself on. So that wasn't too bad. Like, real talk, no bullshit. This clip is 4 minutes and 15 seconds. But I picked myself up a couple tools. Like, I got up, you probably seen them earlier. I got a handful of these picks for whatever reason. I never had them. These are just cheap little add-ons I found while shopping Amazon. And then this is actually a remover for these seals. But I thought I could just get in there and just gently push her around. And sure as shit, she's a beauty. That's gonna be good. I used a lot of lube though, like, fuck yeah, I did. You never have to convince me too long, like, to buy more parts. And if I get that itch, if I get in here and I'm working on shit and I'm having a fucking blast, like, look out, I'm gonna spend money on parts. Or not parts, on this here shit. I get that itch. Oh fuck, do I ever. It's not a good thing because this is an expensive game. Just a touch of a prick to work on. Having that on there. But what I was saying, like, this is a real no bullshit. Like, this is a real serious problem. I'm not even joking here. Because I get in here, guys, and I have a blast. Like, I really enjoy this kind of thing. So I'm like, oh yeah, the old Ramcharger. You know, she's right on. And then I get looking at other things to buy and work on, just to work on them. And it's a great way to go broke. Let me tell you. Okay, anyway, this is fucking fun. Now, I was told there's a lot of... So this here goes in first, and this is kind of a... Well, I guess it's this bit of a retainer or something. And then from there is a spacer. I was told that sometimes these are metal, sometimes these are plastic. This one is definitely plastic. So that goes there. I should have, oh fucking, I don't know. Okay, so now this is a wave snap ring. She goes, boys. If I can, oh. Just make for 100% sure that that's seated all the way in there, because if not, that would suck. But yeah, that's a little bit more finesse. Get that one. She goes though. She goes. This is a beveled pressure plate here, and the flat side faces up, the other side the other way. Before I forget here. And yeah, like this here. Okay, guys. So I'm just gonna wait on my. You see how my clutches are? Just clean this. I wanted to use as little fluid to do that as possible. So I'm soaking 3 clutches at a time. And yeah, give them. It said like 15 minutes or half hour or something. I'll just give it a little more time and then we'll get on with it here. We're really done with these clutches. I did in fact forget to measure this here before I soaked them, which is not all that tremendously great, but you know, we should know here pretty good. Like, if we're way off, we're way off. Cause these will expand here. Okay. The fuck else? Oh yeah. My old clutches here. Make sure I'm not forgetting anything in this pile. And our pressure plate here. 4 clutches, 3 steels. And then I guess there's 2 pressure plates, is there? So clean that up a bit. Now this one's gonna be pretty tight, right? They say something from 20 to, fuck, I forget. 0.025 to 0.045. I had to make sure, like, I had a hell of a time cleaning out these snap ring grooves, but they have to be just exactly so, because I certainly don't want any obstruction there. It says 20 to 45. If I'm somewhere close, I'm of course not gonna bother. I'll just check here. This is 25, you know, I'm in there good. And then if I go 45, like, I'm sure. And then, like, we're chooching. There was nothing wrong with this pack. It was all fine. The clutches still look fine. There's 42 just for shits. Yeah, there's no way that goes 0. And yeah, we're chilling. And if anything, that distance would be too short with it expand, and we cleared it, no problem. That's good. Yeah, we're good. We're good. We're chilling. There's another piece all done, I think, and we're getting her put together. Like, my kit is just like, we're just burning through the parts. It's right on. So, you know, we're not, it just makes things easier here. So keep giving her, guys. This valve body is without a doubt the most complex of all the pieces. Like, there's just so many pieces, so many valves. You can see I got all these, and then over here, and I want to get it put back together because it's a little bit stressful the way it's at, you know, all these pieces. So, but you can see with this having burnt up, or not burnt, but there's clutch material everywhere, and we got to get it cleaned out. Otherwise, it's not going to be good for valves and stuff. This is a carb clean for this job. It's powerful stuff. I don't really like it's real toxic, but see, you can see the different parts of the valve body. I got it all disassembled. I'd show you how it goes all together, but I already forgetting. That's the problem, mate. This piece is quite a bit cleaner. You see all the valves go through in here and stuff. But I'm gonna probably spray the shit out of it. But if you have a good book like I do, this Monroe manual, like, it lays it out for you, like, you can't miss it. It's good to take a picture of all the check balls. You see all these check balls that are in here? There's 2, 4, 7. One is larger. We will just start these all, get them going. Make sure they're all lined up before we tighten them down. So that's all good now. See, I got lots of valves to put back together yet. There's valves and plugs in here, over here. So when I'm replacing all these valves, I'm checking the movement. I'm lubricating all of them, and checking springs and stuff as when I'm taking it apart. That seems to be moving good, that valve. I don't see anything wrong with that. Everything went well. I found nothing. Springs on here. How the fuck did I do this to begin with? Put this on here. I think this is a line pressure adjustment, but I don't know for sure. You see it's got an Allen key on that. It's definitely adjusting spring tension, isn't it? By setting the distance between there. That goes through here. So she just got a long screw on here, and we can kind of compress this spring as we tighten it down, I guess. Beauty, guys. Real beauty. I think I got all this figured out, right? How this rooster comb, you can see how it's running. Like, this is running this valve. This is, oh fuck, it's not. It's gotta be here. It's gotta sit in like this, hey? See how that's running that valve? So that's beauty, okay. It's quite neat to see how all this shit actually bolts together. It actually is. But anyway, you know, I'm checking all these springs, make sure they're good and not bent or broken or anything. So this is a aha. See how that operates? And that's what that is your gear shift, and that's your manual valve too, and then that aligns like where your hydraulic pressure is going to, really, right, for your different gears and stuff. But how we gotta do this is there's a pin that goes in behind this spring. So I'm just gonna push this spring in here, and then the pin's gotta go behind the spring, hey guys? So now I push that pin all the way in, as far as it'll go, and then I go to hit her, and what we're gonna be doing here is bend a little bit of aluminum over onto this pin so it'll stay there. Okay, so I'll put my new seal on down here. Washer back on here. So our clip goes back on. This holds this lever from coming out the bottom, hey? So that's good. Okay guys, so from there, everything is back and assembled and ready to go. Everything is in real good shape here. I just got like a little bit of work to do. And okay guys, what a beauty. I just love working on this machine so much. This is so much fun. See, these are all the parts I've taken off. I still got some parts to put back on. I think I got sealing rings for the servos. Wasn't sure if I had them or not. There's also, like, because it's for a kind of a wide range, 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive, like there's different pieces I don't need and stuff too. So gotta make sure I use up, you know, everything that I'm supposed to. Told me to put a small amount of of ATF over the planetary gears, so I kinda got it a little bit everywhere. So this is planetary. It goes into here. See, and then I already lubricated all that in here. So that's the rear planetary carrier. And then there's 2 thrush washers here, or what have you. Make sure they're exactly the same. Yeah, they are. So, but one has a little bit. This one definitely went here. Yeah, this right on. This is pretty straightforward how this all goes, and not giving me too much grief. What's really a godsend here is like having a good handbook. Is just absolutely everything here on this one. It's like it's showing me how to put everything back together as I go. So that's right on. Thrush washer back on. See, it sits in these little grooves like so. Oh, I should just wipe that down, I guess. But anything that I film is pretty well, like, I got it memorized. It's lock in stone. So because I film it and I do it once, and then I have to watch it over like 3 times, right? Anything that's in the video, like, I got down. So, it's kind of funny. It's very cool to see how this all goes together. But like, I still kind of figured out a bit as I go, kind of thing. Like, I got a lot I'm still figuring out about how all this goes together, but it's really interesting to see how it all goes together. Like this here, like even the operation of these things, like I just don't know 100% yet. So, but this is, I can see now why very clearly. Oh, another thing I was going to talk about, but I gotta make sure I do this right. I think I got it right. Who fucking knows? I got, it's supposed, yeah, like that, hey? And then I'll just put that back there. That locks in with the front clutch drum, kinda, doesn't it? Okay. So, the one thing here is like, I don't like automatic transmissions. I don't. Because it's so fucking boring to drive. Because, like, you know, the 12 valve sheet standard, and I'm so glad for so many reasons. I love it every way better. But it's just more fun. Honestly, like I can tell you it's because of the fuel efficiency or less power wasted or longevity but it's just more fun. Like I drive the Ramcharger and I'm kind of hyperactive, so I get so fucking bored because there's nothing to do. So it's like get distracted and then I'm in the fucking slough or whatever. But I can see why very clearly why this transmission's so popular. Like once I get into her, you know, she's a beauty. You know, it's looks like it's easy to modify and stuff, and you can see why it's kind of a little bit of a legend or what have you. One thing I'm not sure is I put that thrush washer on the gear, and then there's one on the ass end of this here, so I don't know if it's supposed to be like that. I'll double check. And then there's the thrust washer on this one here, and then the fuck is the snap ring groove right there. Okay, sweetheart. You look at all the parts, it's a little daunting, but as soon as you put a few back together, it all just makes sense. I fucking hate, yeah, like I really had to bite the bullet on this beauty, and accept that it was an automatic transmission to buy it. The price was just too good, but yeah, this one goes here. Make sure that's sliding in there. Okay guys, so I just drop her down like that, and then there's this snap ring groove here on the shaft. Okay guys, so just like, this thing's like done. It's crazy. I've hardly done much. I do a lot of research and as I go along and stuff, but like, no man, she goes good. Yeah, very down to it, just playing around with the little things. I'm not gonna start putting things back together just yet. I'm getting an inch-pound torque wrench in the mail, so I need that, set kick downs and different screws and stuff. So I'm just adjusting, see here, like I checked that my throttle pressure adjustment is good here. I checked the gap here, I used a drill bit, just like the air gap, and I didn't expect it to be off. And then this is line pressure adjustment, and you can see, fuck, I might even just, it was very close. I'm just fucking around at this point, but it's got to be 1 5/16 here. So I'm just playing around with that. Measure a couple different places here. Yeah, that's all good to go. Like this here, ready to go. Clutch is ready to go. Planetary, ready to go. I had that all right. She's fucking good to go. I double checked there was an exploded diagram I missed, but no, she's mint. I don't know what else we gotta get mint here, guys, but I'll tear apart this governor, I guess. This I gotta yank the speedometer out of here. You see, she go like this, and then the bolt holds her. Speedometer in this truck, something's a little fucky there, because the speedometer go like this, so I'm not really concerned. There'll be a seal here though. That one. Okay, cool. So I can see right in there, huh? Let's just pull out. Cool. And then that, there's a line on that. Made in Canada, this here is, holy fuck, you don't see that often. But, you know, that's how this works. I can see, you know, they create pressure and then they judge pressure. But I'll just replace this seal quickly and jam her back in there, I guess. Actually, 2 seals in this one. Here, there's one that goes right inside here. And I'm not gonna love putting that in. I'm gonna have to be gentle with it. Okay guys, check it out. Back working on her here. I got these bushing drivers. Look at that, isn't that cool? I found it was a good excuse to get them. I'm driving one bushing, so it's a little ridiculous, but I seen a lot of use for these here things, even apart from driving bushings, and I bought these for $100. They're simple, and there's a lot of sizes. I like to see that. It's some kind of, would you call it a knockoff? Not really. Amazon. I only paid $100 for the thing, which is a good deal. And I also have a C clamp from the same company. It's called Orion, and it's been pretty decent, so I said fuck it, eh? But I'm just trying to drive this bushing, and I'm being very gentle in doing so because like just getting it started, especially, it wants to go El Cockeye, and that's not good. So I'm just going light taps here and lots of them. You see I'm sinking her down there. But yeah, I want to be careful in doing this. Definitely. You got to make sure she's going straight and, you know, just perfect straight. Otherwise, you can really bugger that up in a hurry. But, yeah, see this one we go to stake. So I made sure, like the join on this bushing, where it's joined together, I made sure that's not where we're staking it, but get this pump put back together here now. It is too fucking hot today, boys. I think it's supposed to be plus 38 today, which is fucked. Or feels like plus 38. I don't give a fuck. That's too hot. You can see here, guys, just flush here with the edge. Just goes in easy. Just gotta make sure, sometimes just make sure I'm driving her straight. I actually backed it up because I thought I was just a little cockeyed in there, and then got her right flush. So I'm liking that. It sure makes things nice if you got just the right tools. Like, you definitely could have figured something to put there, but I was like, fuck it. Well, I want these bushing drivers, so I'm gonna wait on them and be good to go. Okay, so we gotta stake this bushing in. It says dull chisel or punch. They do not want me to send it with something sharp here, I guess, so. So that there is good, but we probably created, actually feels pretty good. I was pretty gentle with her. We don't want any high spots on this, so they says to scrape her. But I think she's pretty good, actually. I'm gonna put my new bushing drivers with all my other specialty tools. I build that slowly over time. Whenever I need something, I'm trying to be somewhat ergonomical with it. No sense buying shit I don't need and stuff, but I get the fucking itch when I'm in here. It's like I'm an addict, boys. Like, I want to buy more tools. I want to buy more fucking trucks, more equipment. It's not a good thing. Gotta really have restraint. Oh, we can check the fitment. I guess this is kind of, they said, in my book it says to replace this every time the pump is off. Must get a lot of wear and tear. I can tell one thing to read this book, that, you know, this guy work on racing transmissions. Like, this old 318's behind a, you know, or fuck, this old 727 behind 318 that make absolutely fuck all for power. And I really didn't drive it that hard except go through the bush. Which way does this even go? It's probably only gonna go one way, huh? Well, I gotta fucking think. No, I go this way. That go there, huh? So we can check the seems good. Seems real pretty good. I had it on the bottom, I was scraping against the weld. I was like, what the fuck is that noise? Man. Okay, I got a seal for this. Gotta get this beauty clean out too. Good shit lie within that. Gotta be careful with this plastic little vent. I've been setting it on the edge of the table like this to do this here, but not sure where this seal goes actually. But this one, I'm gonna put this in with the bushing driver. End it like this. We'll just be gentle with her. She'll go easy. I've seen uses for all these different projects. All these little bushing drivers. I'm a little liberal with the lube here. Not sure if I'm using this here quite right actually, but it fucking works. So, like, I don't understand this here quite yet. I should. I'll have to look. I'm too lazy to. It works like this, so. Yeah, once I get her going, I'm good, but I want to be gentle. So, just because they like to go cockeyed, but I'm just using an oversized one because we got to drive it flush. It worked as good as anything. Yeah, we're there, we're good. This is the piece of the torque converter that faces the transmission. The flex plate bolts to this side, the other side, and then the pump is in the transmission like this, and we slide it over here, and that seals that, hey? But I just want to make sure that that spring is still on this seal, okay? And yeah, we'll lube that up and before we put it on here, but yeah, she looks like she's good, guys. It's right on. Spent more money on tools than I did on parts for this beauty, and I don't mind that. I don't want to spend too much money on the Ramcharger, but I'll spend all kinds of money on my tools because I just use the shit out of them. Oh, okay, so let's take her easy. Be gentle with this here. Yeah, that goes easy, real easy. Beauty. Well, there's her pump, isn't it? I already got all the rings done on the, is it called stator shaft support? Fucking mint, ready to go. Okay. So I just given these gears, lubricating them up with some ATF here. Oof. Yeah, that's a lot. This only goes one way. And now I already forget which way that is, okay. See, I lined all this stuff up here to go, I marked it to go exactly all back how it came. I lined up the gears, and I just marked this because I had it apart and now it's going back together. When it comes to all this transmission stuff, like it's all, everything here is inch pounds. I bought an inch pounds torque wrench. I thought it'd be a nifty addition too to have here. So, like everything, the kick down adjustments, these, they're probably converted, but it's just gonna be nice to have inch pounds. So I spent some cash on one of them fuckers, and should be good. You know, it's gonna be damn useful for me here. It's all ready to go now, and I just got this new air compressor yesterday. So I can air check all this stuff. I didn't buy it for that reason, but now I can't. So, but there's a washer that goes between the two clutch drums, and I remember seeing it, and I think I have it on video, me putting it somewhere. So I'm gonna have to go back and look, because I can't find it for the life of me. Attention to detail. I'm proud of myself. Usually I'm not, so I get better all the time at it. I threw this, I remember seeing it when I first pulled these apart, and I thought it was clutch material. And I look in the video and I see it. Well, it's in the garbage, so I get it. This is the thrust washer. It's gotta be. There's no other way. See how it fits in there? And it was in pieces. And I've been real good at keep everything organized. I was so surprised I lost it, but I could have swore it was in there, but I'm thinking the wrong thing. It's like a red herring. But that goes in there. That's important. It's also wore down about a 1/10. Or fuck, is it 100? It's thinner. But that's definitely it. So, you can see, what did they say? And that's crucial important. Also, I realized that, see, it's wore down. and of course it's broken, you know, there had to have been lots of wear on it. But I was thinking why I had a rascal of time to open those clutches up, or the two drums were stuck together. That would be the clutches holding that being bent and distorted, I think. So that makes sense. What that ends up being is probably a $2 washer that cost me $20 shipping and 2 weeks to get it. Welcome to Canada, boys. There's a fucking not so beauty in that regard. It's been a minute. This project, you know, dragged itself out, which is fine. It really hasn't been a lot of work, but take a minute to do everything because I have to wait on shit and everything. So I put back the overrunning clutch and I splashed her with some ATF there, but I'm gonna be waiting on these this thrust washer. I had to buy a couple of them and it took like, we're talking like 3 weeks here to get the thing, which is ridiculous. But what showed up is I got this. I don't know this brand, but this looks like a decent little wrench actually. It's a 1/4 inch pounds. I didn't pay too much for it, but so we're gonna air pressure check clutches, make sure all our seals are sealed up and stuff. So this is how this goes back on the transmission. Like this faces like this goes the front of the tranny. This is the pump, front clutch, forward clutch, rear clutch, whatever. The only thing is I'm missing this washer that goes through here. I'm just trying to get it to slide through these clutches like that. See, the gear has to align itself into the clutches. Right here, I just gotta fire up my air compressor, my new air compressor. Did you see my video? Thing here is, guys, I was worried about, because I've left all these bare metal parts sitting. I put assembly lube everywhere, particularly on all the mating surfaces, because I do not want this shit rusting. Yeah, overrunning clutches in. I'll put the rear band in. Okay. Now this is the rear drum. What this does, like it holds this here, so it only lets it spin one way and it locks the other way. It won't spin. And I'm not the best person to give you an example on that at all, but like you have to be very careful with that. Something I'm learning just more so now than anything. So I just figured out now too to be cautious. It's got to be in perfect condition, because if that fails, you're in real trouble. That overrunning clutch, because well, how in first gear, you know, when it's holding there, like if it gets trauma there, if it's a broken U-joint, or also if you're doing a burnout in first gear or something, which you shouldn't do, and then it catches, you get traction, and it puts a lot of force on that. And then if it fails, like if the springs roll over, then it's not holding, it's free rolling, like the front drum. This is not a good explanation, but it spins at like 2.2x engine RPM, and all of a sudden you'd have no pressure there on the gas pedal, and you would just be in the cabbage there on the red line. So then you're like, if you're at 6,500 RPMs, I think is the point engine RPMs, then it's spinning at 14,000, which was unreal, which is what it takes for that front drum to explode, and then she comes through the floorboards. And if you're like a guy I know with no floorboards, well, I'll fucking smell you later, boys. So we'll put a rear support back in, and this is another thing that only goes one way. So and then all these just torqued to 150 inch-pounds, which is not very much, but then that's all that is. It only goes one way. We're gonna put, you see me and all my assembly lube here. I do not want this shit rusting, particularly these bushing surfaces. So I got lots, don't do any harm. See, this is gonna lock into that drum, hey, that we just put in. See, it's really pretty damn simple. Tearing this beauty apart and putting it back together. The only thing is that we've been just waiting so long on parts and shit here. Otherwise, like if I was to do this again and I had all the parts in front of me, ooh, like she's about all put together now. You gotta understand, like we just gotta put the couple clutches in after this, but gotta wait, hey. Okay. So now the governor goes on. I got all these sealing rings lubed right up. And I have to line this hole to go through here. And then we put the valve through, holds it. This little E-clip on the other. Yeah, so the governor snap ring here. This was different than the two-wheel drive. On the two-wheel drive, the snap ring holds this side in. But on this one, you can see actually like this is the support. And that bearing actually sits right in here, and that's what is the support, of course. So I got this cleaned out pretty good, and this bearing goes this way, and definitely this goes towards the transmission. Got our seal ready to go here too, so I'll just try and get this put on here. And you can see here too, this is the parking lock, which works. So you see here too, this is the parking lock. You can see I'm leaking stuff. Didn't get her quite cleaned out. I just sprayed this with some carb cleaner, and that kind of locks into this gear here with that thing that's on the valve body. You see over here? So, figured I might as well get this put back together. See? Well, we're finally back here with the Ramcharger, and I am absolutely amped. I love eBay. I love the idea of it. I love that you can buy used shit. I love that you can buy everything under the sun. But you gotta fix the shipping. It fucking sucks. Shipping it over the border. Okay. Way too long. Like, I avoid eBay for that reason. You gotta figure it out. And these are the same guys that own Kijiji, and it's been a little bit fucky lately, so you gotta figure your shit out. Anyway, these are selective washers. I don't know what the white one is. This may be something different. What I realized is the washer that goes here was measuring 0.4, and then this washer here as well. So I'm going to put a washer here that I believe to be 0.61. I'm just starting this. 0.09. 0.05. 0.05, I guess these are the same. 0.08, so these are the bigger ones. Okay guys, so I was on the, had to take those off. I was on the lower end of the clearance. I was on the lower end of the clearance with this, the way it was at. And that was with this one at 0.7. And this one at 0.4 is 0.1. So if I put two of these that are 0.5, see, this is where the selective inner pump measurement comes in. Because this washer here is what we can use to adjust. Say we had too little, too much end play, we put this bigger washer on here to make up for that. But we'll actually gain a little bit. We'll be on the lower end of the spectrum if we put, I'm going to lube the shit out of this, but if we put this 0.5, we'll just gain a little bit. I might have even been just a touch short. That looks like it all goes there. I'm going to use this one. It's just a touch thinner. And make up for the, because we've added some here. Now, I don't know if we've added some here. It's likely wore down because it's split into multiple pieces, that washer. But I'm quite sure that once we do that up like that, we'll be in that perfect, probably about 0.4 range or 0.4, whatever the fuck. This is the mating surface for that washer. It goes, and we go sit those down into all of the clutches. I hated all this stuff sitting out here on the bench because I already forget like what all I had to do. eBay, figure your shit out. Holy fuck, it's pathetic. They have this here global shipping program or some bullshit. They ship it all the way to Kentucky to reship it. Like, no. How about you just send it straight over the border? Tell Trudeau to fuck off on the way. See? That's that whole assembly. Exactly how it goes into the transmission like that. Check the servos. Look how good that is. Very good. See how they're coming down slow at least? Then front clutch. I can hear it come on. I'm running low PSI. So if we're being totally honest, I did all this and then I realized that I put the band on backwards. So we most definitely in fact are doing this the second time over. I don't want to talk about it. Sometimes I drive myself crazy, guys, I do. So there is, I'm realizing you definitely want to start this washer on this side and instead of trying to, ooh fuck, okay. So there's two washers, a little one there, one here. So we're gonna spin this on, don't we? Now that's everything. Oh fuck, can you imagine I got to this point and I fucked this up again? You see this here is kind of notched out so that it doesn't catch against the case on this side. So half the reason I'm here again. Now don't forget, holy shit. Now it's time to put our pump gasket and pump on. I already got it lubricated. This only goes one way, so we have to be careful. It only goes exactly one way. It might even, yeah. I guess I can try my hand at her anyway. I actually got it. It's very tricky though, very tricky. Why is this not slide down all the way? I should know why. Yeah guys, I actually got real lucky and got it. The more and more you do this, like you think, okay, well this can be a cheap piece of shit because it don't really matter, you know. Well, what if I lose it, break it? This is a fucking $20 torque wrench. It's done me well. I've had it a long time. It fucked me. All it has to do is not click one. I think this one's pretty decent. It's inch pounds though, huh? So I want to bring this down evenly. The absolute last thing, I want to bring this down all evenly. Take it easy on there's an O-ring gasket on the outside side of this here and all that stuff. So we'll just slowly work our way around, then torque to 175, and we're good to go. Gotcha. We'll put all these bolts in here, hold the valve body into her, and get on with the day here, hopefully. Lines up here, and that just goes right like this. I'm gonna be real honest with you guys. I did not have a great day doing this yesterday. Sometimes, like, I had been away from this project for a while, which didn't help, but sometimes I'm just not quite at 100%, you know. I've had better days, or not that it's a bad day, but She's just not flowing quite as good as she should. Those days I don't belong in the shop. Piece of shit. I have this piece of shit power fister torque wrench, and I've had it forever. And I was tightening this down to 50 foot-pounds, which is spec. And it's just acting a little funny. I'm like, it's a little bit different here. Like, I knew it was getting tight, and this was the last bolt out of all of them. So it had been clicking, and I was super careful, you know, all that shit. Well, it's like not clicking. So I'm like, this fucking piece of shit. And I'm shitting bricks, but I'm also pissed off because I hate the thing, and I don't know, it was hot. I was not having the best day. So I go outside and I put it on my socket and I test it on my lug nuts, and it's clicking for days and it's all good. It's like, okay, well, just tight. Fucking stripped her. Like the worst possible place the piece of shit could stop working. So I was right riled up. And I gotta tell you guys, I sure find, like, when I'm having days like that, I just gotta get the fuck out of here. And some days, I find it real hard to quit when something's went wrong. Like, I was out here, I was really thinking about it. Like, I have a hell of a time getting to sleep if I got a fucking stripped out case in the shop. Like, it's killing me here. But that, like, when I'm in that mindset, and I'm telling this to myself on this fucking camera, talking to myself here, I gotta fucking quit. You gotta know when to quit. Because when you're working out here, you can cost yourself hundreds, even thousands of dollars in fuck all time if you're fucking around. That's the truth. So you just gotta be at 100. So I was pissed off at myself. But you know, now I come out here today, 4 cups of coffee deep into it, fucking, it's a deadly day and shit. And this is just not a problem anymore, you know, it's simple. With this bolt, that is hardly any bigger. It's very slightly bigger in diameter. I should be able to get to 50, no problem. And I'll thread lock it, and it'll be just as good as new. But this pains me. I hate this kind of shit so damn much. But it always happens. And it always happens right when I'm a little bit fucky there. I'm not quite 100, only like 90, or fuck, like maybe 65% I was. Well, it's a fucking gong show. So guys, have no fear. This is tapping real well. I'm going to just take it easy here, get this tap all the way down, and then it's rebuilt. I'll just reattach the extension housing, and she's done. It's gonna be all, shouldn't say that, or I'll have 2 more strip bolts. Okay, this is definitely the moment of truth. Now I'm fairly confident in these threads, but I'm not gonna test it too much. Like, I'm not gonna push my luck, so to speak. Oh yeah, this is good. This is real good. That's it. It's no more. Fuck it. That's my problem. Fuck yeah. That's a beauty, guys. I was worried about that. I kept it, the thread so small I didn't have to drill through the extension housing. It's already drilled big enough. This whole beauty is officially rebuilt. It's hopefully what we're hoping here. I like doing this. This is a nifty trick. You see what I'm doing here? Okay guys, so I'm getting her put back together here. It's actually going pretty damn smoothly. I already got it bolted up to the flex plate and just putting all the bolts in. What I did here to put it in was a hell of a lot of better idea, was use all these ratchet straps. I definitely should have used them when I took it out. They really make the job easy. You see I got 3 of them and the jack holding it up there. So I'm going to try and get all this bolted together and then position my jack there, put the cross member on, and then just bolt back together all the linkages and stuff like that I showed you how I took off there before. So real simple. Just put everything back together here. See if we can find 3rd gear, hey? Well, guys, I mean, like, holy shit. I am so fucking amped. I can't even tell you. I'm not gonna I'm fucking tired. This is a fucking beauty old truck. I fucking love her. I haven't been able to properly chooch her for a fucking hot second here. Now, today I got up in the morning and says I'm gonna chooch the Ramcharger like a proper chooch. I don't want no fucking second gear driving 100 kilometers an hour. Just no reverse too, so you gotta like hit a tree to rebound yourself back. Well, fuck. So, well, it'd take me longer than I thought, but it went really smoothly. Well, I left the key in her. No one was getting away because couldn't turn it around up here. Fuck. So, I haven't started her yet. I got the whole son of a hoover put back together. I love her. I just got the battery ratchet strapped in there and everything. All I gotta do is just top up the fluid here a bit. I haven't started her a long fucking time, to tell you the truth, so we don't even know there. And it's not gonna be as loud, hey? Aw, fuck off! Take two, boys. Hopefully get her going, cause holy shit. Oh, come on, sweetheart! Holy fuck! Not getting any fuel. Gas tank's kind of ratchet strapped on there. I think it might be fucking right out, so we'll put some more. I'll prime her here, hey? Okay, bring her along. We might need her. Better not go too far tonight, boys. Fucking old. Okay, we're set. Chill chooch. It's not as loud because I like kind of fixed the exhaust, hey? It sounds a little fucked because it's not done up. It's just got a piece there, so it'll sound like it's leaking bad. Moment of truth. Hey, do you see that there, boy? Holy fuck! Tires are going if you can't see her there. Doing a burnout so powerful she'll break loose on fucking dirt, buddy. Okay, so the transmission is in fact working. But like the real test of time is gonna come here in fuck all time. Oh yeah, I gotta add more fuel. If I'm not making any sense, it's because I'm fucking wired and like so excited. You have no idea. Gotta get through all the gears here. Oh, that's wonderful. Okay, it was getting late last time I was doing this and I quit, so I was glad I did, but I wanted to see the tires spin, but I put in neutral and the tires were spinning. I thought this was no good, but apparently it's totally normal, so the more you know. I didn't, to tell you the truth. Oh, she's saucy as fuck today, boy. Okay, I bump up the idle a bit because she's running too low, wants to stall. Also, I fuck with the air fuel. I have a hell of a time hearing that. Well, I'd like to get a gauge to do that. See, I'd done it before and wasn't just 100% happy, but it's pretty good. It's her maiden voyage here, boys. Tranny fluid's right up. Ready to rock, boys. Can't tell you how happy I am. See, I left it here. Oh, she's a fucking beauty. Look at that. Fucking them first gen Dodge. Like, we can talk all about Dodge all we want, but like the fucking, there isn't a better looking truck. Like, they're just the fucking raw sex appeal. I don't care about the rust. Okay, you see here, boys. I'm all fired up here. Fuck. Oh, I haven't even got through. I'm only on second cup of coffee today. I can't even I'm more excited about this than I am drinking coffee this morning. Yeah, they're beautiful looking trucks. Probably the best ever. I love them. I don't care what this thing looks like. Like, I drive this thing into town, don't give a fuck. Like, the sooner you figure that out, the better. Like, it don't matter what the fuck anybody thinks. It's about what you think. Like, when I look at this thing, I'm seeing a lot of things a lot of people aren't seeing. That's no trouble to the other people either. I just fucking, you know, it gets a guy going here. This beauty, she's a fucking mid-rig. Hey, I'm liking how that feels in reverse. I bumped the idle. I still don't love. I might have to fuck with timing a bit. I never have. Maybe. I don't love it. I would like it a little more smooth right when I first put it into gear. But hey, I got breakaway low, and I did not have breakaway low there. That was the one thing I wasn't sure of how I fixed or whatever, but I didn't find any other problems. You see, when I put her in drive, she takes off smooth. Sounds pretty good. It sounds a little bit fucked because I just put a piece of 3-inch pipe over the exhaust, and I'll clamp it down, but right now it's loose, so it'll be leaking. But I want to get her out, stretch her legs a bit, fucking see if we can find third gear this beauty. Oh yeah, so I'm very happy right now, gotta tell you. I'm gonna go grab the pooch here, take her on her maiden voyage, see if she'll really get going. Kickdown cable was too short and my shifts were premature, so I just lengthened it quick. It's better. So I'll show you here. Okay, so we're in gear 1. That's pretty damn good. I think I like those shift points pretty good. Yeah, I'm flying. Still got, like, I got major front end failure, so I'm running her a little bit loose here. I gotta fix that too, but it's all easy fixing. And this old truck, it rides smoother than my 12 valve, right guys? It just got these old bucket seats and saggy as fuck suspension. She's mint as can be. So mint, boys, so mint. Fucking watch over that tree, holy fuck. Guys, what an absolute beauty, eh? Just getting back to camp after a rip around. Went really well. I've been pretty confident this whole way going through it. Should not speak too soon, but I really liked how that went. Our test drive there, you know, took her out on the road, made some quick kick down adjustment on the way. That really helped firm up my shifts, get them at a better shift point. I was getting into kick down too early, or it was shifting too prematurely. That wasn't good, but yeah, I had a real good feel to her, you know, shifting at good points, driving nice. Front end is real loose right now. I still got a fair bit of shit to fix on this. And I've known that, like I got U-joint, ball joints, a whole bunch of stuff. Many things need to be fixed. I've already got all the parts ordered, and it's not going to be hard to do. It'll be fun to do, actually. And, you know, I've already bought all these parts, and I buy decent quality parts, and I still do not have that much money into this truck, like, at all. I really don't. A lot of time. but that's okay. Just with this tranny rebuild, the reality of it is, like, you can look at anything two ways. You can look at it any way, really. But, you know, when I went and up and did that, I was not too impressed with myself, because I was in quite a panic. They're stuck up in the bush, and I blew the tranny. And at the time and for a while there, I was not feeling so good about it. But then, like, you realize, okay, that happened, and then from there I end up rebuild it and take on that project and learn so much along the way. And now it's, you know, just as good. It didn't cost me much money, so it's probably a net positive. That's crazy to say too, hey, blow the tranny. Anyway, so I'm ecstatic. I think it's, and I can't tell you how much I love this truck. I love the look of these old Ramchargers. I love old shit in general. This is a 37-year-old truck. Can you believe that? Like, yeah, last year was twice as old as me. So she's just a beauty. Love the look of these things. There's something majestic about them. Same with the first gen Dodge. Like, it's just a look that suits me. Like, I like the square looking fenders, the way the doors and the grill. And the Ramcharger. You know, she got the aerodynamic of a small barn, but you know, she's a beauty. So relieved now to have this as a second truck. I'm so glad it's not sitting there and is good use yet. Because I really like having two trucks. I live so far away from anything. I have problems with getting stuck and stuff, and if I have a breakdown, it's a real big shit for me. So, and I haven't had for a real long time been stuck like that, but when you do, it's real nice to have. It cost me nothing to own, like I said, with my insurance so cheap. And from there, you know, like, having this project and having two trucks, you know, I was able to rebuild the tranny and just take my time and do things right. And if I didn't know what the hell's going, you know, you can go to bed. I'm not worried about get somewhere the next morning, you know. Same thing if something goes on the 12 valve and I got to work on it. It's nice to have that comfortability. Is that a fucking word? I don't know. And then you don't have to rush it, and works good. You can wait on parts and order cheaper parts and wait on them, then buy whatever's that, you know, close by. So that's cool. But what a fun project. I got one more video, right? Like, all the other shit need fixing, and then she's gonna be like totally like a brand new. It's just gonna be, we're just gonna have her tuned right up. Like, it's really a nice truck to drive. The only thing that sucks about it is you watch the fucking fuel gauge go down, but like, it handles really well. Like, it's still handling pretty good, and it's loosey-goosey there in a few places. Like, it's really a nice driving truck. It's smooth as shit. It's just a beauty, so I love her. But we're gonna tune her up in the next video, but I'm not gonna do that right away because I got some more important projects to do in the meantime, and you guys will enjoy them too. Some big things I'm working on, and we'll tune her up. But sorry it's been so long since my last video. The reason for that is because I got about 6 or 7 different videos and projects on the go, and they've all been kind of put off from time to time. Shout out to the people who watch my videos. My crew is really deadly, and I've known that since day one, as we've had a real good exceptional viewer base. People are so deadly here, so that's right on. Like, I've been away for a couple weeks on the videos, and I got people say, like, you know, check in with you, make sure you're not dead or whatever. You know, it's just pretty cool. So pretty cool that, you know, it is cool. So thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate you watching me fix on this beauty and all that shit. I really do. So it's right on. Yeah, the guys here and girls are real deadly. Really like, I really think it's really high. Like, I cannot ask for a better group of people. Like, I don't think anybody could, as a viewer base, and like, people watch the videos. It's just the best. So that's really good. I'm gonna head off, park this old girl, admire her for a bit, and then get on to my next stuff. So see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Hope everyone's doing just great.